Hi guys. So this week we're going to be reading in Journey's Jellies, The Life of a Jellyfish. The target skill that we're going to be really focusing on is fact and opinion. So throughout the week I gave you guys some work that you will be telling the difference between facts and opinions, and then we're going to apply it to this story. So the genre is that it's an informational text, so it gives facts about a topic. So as you read, we want to look for the pictures and captions and read the facts and the details about the topic. That's going to help us understand the best we can about what we're reading. Okay, so Jellies, The Life of a Jellyfish by Twig C. George. Our essential question is, what is special about animals that live in the ocean? So where else do animals live? That's right, on land. So on land and in the ocean, how can these animals differ from each other, and what similarities they might have? If you were a jellyfish, you would have two choices: to go up or to go down. That's it. Two. You would not have a brain, so you could not decide what to have for breakfast or where to go for lunch. So this one's called a mangrove jellyfish. There's many different types of jellyfish. The ocean currents would carry you along from place to place. In this way, you could travel hundreds of miles. Food might pass by you and get caught in your tentacles, or not. So this one's an unnamed jellyfish. They haven't come up with a name for him yet, but so basically they have no control of where they go in the ocean. Sea turtles, dolphins, and whale sharks would try to eat you. You wouldn't worry about it because you couldn't. You would just float on. So this one's called a rhizostone jellyfish. So basically what this one's saying is that other animals, remember how we talked about predators and prey? Other animals are considered predators. They try to eat the jellyfish. But because jellyfish don't have a brain, they really can't process any of this. So they just kind of live their life in the ocean. You would protect yourself with millions of tiny mechanical cells that, when touched by another animal, release a chemical and sting, like a bow and arrow. You would not know if you were stinging a friend or an enemy. You would not even know what a friend or an enemy was. So basically, what this is saying is, if you touch a jellyfish, you would get stung, because it's just something that it does. If it touches any type of surface or any other animal, it has chemicals that react that sting. This one's called a comb jellyfish. Jellyfish sting for protection and to catch food. That's all. They don't hunt and they don't chase. They just bump and sting, bump and sting. So it says, little fish swim in and out of the dome of this moon jellyfish. So if they go into the jellyfish, they get stung and the jellyfish gets to eat. Some jellyfish sting gently. Some jellyfish have a sting so powerful that they are more dangerous than a cobra. These are the Australian box jellies. Jellyfish are so simple that they look like plastic trash floating in the sea. When an animal eats a jellyfish, it stays healthy and strong. When an animal eats plastic, it gets weaker and weaker and eventually dies. So the difference, obviously, is that jellyfish is a type of fish, right? And it provides proteins and good food and nutrients for the person who's eating it, right? But if a fish accidentally eats plastic, obviously they're going to get very, very sick and could eventually die. So these type of jellyfish in this picture is called a thimble jellyfish. Some jellyfish lie on a shallow bottom in clear, warm seas and grow their own food. These are called upside-down jellyfish. Once they've eaten small bits of algae just once, they can grow more inside of their bodies by sitting in the sun. They are their own greenhouses and grocery stores all wrapped up in one. So these ones are called upside-down jellyfish. And they're basically like they grow their own food if they've had it once. So I think that's actually pretty cool because not all jellyfish can do that. To be a jellyfish, you need to be shaped like a bell with at least one mouth and tentacles. Many animals called jellyfish are really something else. The Portuguese man of war is not a real jellyfish. It has an air-filled bubble instead of a water-filled bell. So this one's called the Portuguese man of war. So it's not really a jellyfish. It's not in that category because it has air-filled bubbles instead of water-filled. So this would actually be considered, I guess, another type of fish. Jellyfish are almost all water and a little protein. They look sliming and disgusting when they wash up on the beach. So this one is a moon jellyfish. So that word disgusting, I bet you guys could probably figure this one out, but if you can't, disgusting is kind of something that doesn't look nice. You kind of want to stay away from it. Something that you might not want to touch. In the sea, jellyfish are beautiful. They are jellyfish as big as basketballs with long red tentacles called West Coast sea nettles. So that's a picture of the West Coast sea nettle. It really is beautiful. There are tiny, elegant jellyfish that look like a blizzard of snowflakes. So I'm going to try to say this one. Oikoplura labradorensis. Let's see what it says.
Oikoplura labradorensis.
Oh, not bad. So, and then it says analyze the text. So, fact and opinion. What opinions does the author give, and how does the author support those opinions? So, what are the opinions that we've seen in the past couple slides? So an opinion and a fact are two different things. Remember, an opinion is something that you think. It's something that so I can go outside and see a flower, and if I see a yellow flower, I say, that's the most beautiful flower ever, right? And somebody else might say, well, no, the purple flower is the most beautiful flower ever. So these are opinions. They can range from person to person, okay? A fact is something that cannot change. So if you say grass is green, that's a fact. When you go outside and you pick up a piece of grass, grass is typically green. There are jellyfish that grow so big that they are as long as a blue whale. They are called Arctic lion mane jellyfish. They pulse and drift. They eat and produce. They live and die, all without a brain or a heart. So Arctic lion's mane jellyfish is the picture above. And they basically live the same life as a jellyfish, and they eat, they reproduce, they make more jellyfish. They kind of go along with the ocean, and that's it. This one's called a golden mystigius jellyfish. There's a lot of jellyfish in this picture. Someday, you might be very lucky and see an ocean full of jellyfish. And since you have a brain and heart, you would know that you're seeing something unforgettable. Okay. So going over fact and opinion again, it says in Jellies, you read facts and opinions about different kinds of jellyfish. A fact is something that is true. You can prove a fact. An opinion is the way that someone feels about something. So you can't prove an opinion. Authors, or people who write books, often give reasons to support their facts and opinions. As you reread, look for facts and opinions, then find text evidence that support what the author says. Use a chart to help you keep track of facts and opinions. So you guys are going to be seeing a chart like this on Seesaw. The first one is going to be more general. It's not going to be about jellyfish. It's going to be more about just regular facts and opinions, different examples, okay? And then later in the week, you guys are going to have to do one based on this reading for facts that the author put into this book and some opinions that they put in this book.